Hello, and welcome back to Random Rants with the Plaid Guy. Now, here we're going to move my iPad a little back. Today's episode is going to be a little different. I actually have a plan for this one. Black Panther comes out tomorrow or tonight, depending on where you are, and it's going to be an awesome movie. Please go see it. Please support this kind of thing. Excuse me. I really do think that it's going to be a cultural touchstone. It's probably going to be one of the highest grossing movies of the year. I can't wait for it. Now, I've compiled a list of 16 reasons why you should watch it. This is also, I will admit, the third time I've tried to do this video, because I tried to do it on my phone here, and every time I did, it crapped out on me. So, we're going to try this again on my iPad. I'm going to try to see if we can get through the whole thing. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I like this quality a lot better than I was using on my computer. So, also the other thing too is you may notice I'm using my phone. Do I have my list? If I look down, that's probably the reason why. So, we're going to dive right into 16 reasons why I'm excited to go see the Black Panther movie and why you should be excited too. So, reason number one, he's not white. The Avengers, I kind of want to see it again just to see if it holds up, but it was 6 years ago, and did it age well? Not only that, but like, they were all white. Like, I'm sorry, like, I want some variety. I want something different. And I know Nick Fury was in it, and I know Sam Jackson is black, but I want some variety in it. I don't want just the same generic white hero. I mean, we're already used to that. Why do we need another one? And I like the fact that T'Challa is actually from Africa. Number two, he's a bloody king. King T'Challa of Wakanda is king of Wakanda. Wakanda is a small country in Africa that was protected by a holographic screen and giant walls. Now, there's already ironies. I know that he was an isolationist. He was sitting on very large deposits. However, I hope they address that in the movie, and I'm hoping the storyline is that T'Challa went to the other elders of all the other African tribes and told them that we all need to band together, and they probably didn't believe him, or they thought they could do it on their own, and they all got wiped out. Well, not all wiped out, of course, but I hope that's the explanation that we get, because that would make a lot of sense. And I've always loved the character, not T'Challa himself, because T'Challa is the current king of Wakanda, but probably like one of his ancestors tried to help. Because you haven't noticed, Wakanda is technologically advanced of everybody else in the world, which is why they're so powerful. You know, when the Europeans had muskets, they had lasers, and all throughout history, European powers have tried to wipe them out, and they've defended themselves, mostly due thanks to the Black Panther. And that's actually really cool. Number four, one of the reasons why I've always liked the character is wait, I don't know. There we go. It's all about Afrofuturism. Afrofuturism, if you don't know, is all about futuristic Africa. I feel like a lot of people think that Africa is this country where all these warlords around and like there's not a lot of freedom per se. Well, that might be true in some countries in Africa. You have to remember, Africa is a continent. It's pretty big. And there's all different types of people. They're all doing their own thing. And I feel like, I'm hoping this raises the profile of Africa. I haven't been to Africa. I've been to the Africa that was over at Disney's Animal Kingdom Africa, and that was pretty super cool. It's cute. But I'm really looking forward to see what this interpretation of Africa is. Number four, I've always liked the character. I started reading Black Panther comics in 2001, 2002, I think, right about the time when Reginald Hudlin started taking over the character. And he's just been an awesome character. I mean, the guy's, and I'll get into this later, the guy's basically Batman, but he's a king. Number five, the Game of Thrones level of intrigue and plot I hope I get. Now, apparently, the storyline is that the main bad guy is going to be Warmonger, who is the brother of T'Challa, played by Michael B. Jordan, which, thank you, Michael B. Jordan's in a good movie. He's a really good actor. I know he was in Creed. I haven't seen Creed yet, but he's a really good actor. He's got instant charisma. The guy's got a gift. He's going to be a big star. I'm hoping that this is the push that he gets to become a big star. I feel like he's following the Chris Evans plot, which is being a horrible Marvel movie, then being a good Marvel movie. I mean, seriously, when I saw Van Forstick with my dad in the theater, I poked him and I was like, the part where Reed Richards finally stretches, that was 45 minutes into the movie. 45 minutes of the movie, we finally got our first action sequence. Like, ¿por qué? And I'm hoping Black Panther already looks like it's going to knock it out of the water. Or knock it out of the park. I get my metaphors confused sometimes. I think I might have mild dyslexia. Anyway, so let's also talk about Michael B. Jordan and about how he's actually going to be in a good role for once. Michael B. Jordan is a really gifted actor. If you haven't seen him in Van Forstick, he's the only good thing in the entire movie. And I haven't seen a lot of movies in him, but I can tell you for sure he's got star power. He's got it. He's got the instant charisma. He's got it down to play a cool, awesome character. I would say, and I was just thinking about maybe next Will Smith. We'll see, because Will Smith wasn't really Will Smith when he first started out. He was still kind of wonky. He eventually developed his persona of Will Smith. And I'm like, maybe he could be the next Will Smith. You know, there's that cool sort of persona character with the witty one-liners. By the way, Will Smith, please be in good movies. I know it's been hard, but please be in a good movie. Well, you know, we miss you. I love you. All right. Number 7, Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker is a beautiful human being, and we all should be grateful he walks this earth. I got to know Forrest Whitaker first when I saw him on The Shield, and he's just got this like crazy sort of like he draws you slowly into his world sort of personality. I mean, you can't help but listen to the guy talk. I mean, he could read Hop on Pop 20 times, and I still would find every time like more magical than the next. Number 8, Black Panther's now an Avenger. Like I'm going with my previous argument, yes! We have somebody else who's not white in the Avengers. I know Red Falcon's black. I know we'll probably get other characters coming up who are other minorities and different races. But I'm really grateful for the fact that he's an Avenger. In fact, in the comics, he's a full-fledged Avenger. He's even joined the Fantastic Four one time. Which was weird, but we don't talk about that time. Number 9, he should have been in the first Avengers movie. Going back to my first argument. There were nothing but white people in the first movie, except for Sam Jackson. Really could use some variety there. Number 10, Claw. Claw is one of the main protagonists of the Black Panther. He is, and like I said, I've only read the one instance. I haven't read a lot of Black Panther comics. I'm in the middle of reading the newest one that came out a while. I got it on loan from the library. But he's basically got a claw that can, or cybernetic hand, which can like take itself apart and like pull other materials around and everything. Like he, according to the comics, his ancestors who were European tried to invade Wakanda multiple times, and every time they got beat. And he's out for revenge for his family's honor to destroy Wakanda and get that vibranium. Vibranium, which is like the strongest material on Earth. Number 11. There is an issue where the Black Panther beats the crap out of the KKK, and it is glorious. I want to say that, because the panel I'm looking at, let me see if I can find it real quick to show you guys. I don't know how good this is going to work, but I just want to try. Here we are. There we go. Let's see if we can get that. But there's a lot of brightness. I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I can pull it back. No. If you guys have any advice of how I can do this better, let me know, please. Like I said, I'm still fairly new to YouTube. But he beats the crap out of the KKK who are burning crosses. And it's really good. And I want to say it was probably done by Neil Adams, who's one of the best comic book writers of all, or comic book artists of all time. Number 12, basically the Black Panther, and I kind of think I talked about this a little bit, is basically what if Batman was a king? What if Batman was a king and he ran his own country? Bruce Wayne runs Wayne Enterprises, so he can get away with having the fancy toys. But I feel like there's a lot more, and this is why I'm hoping to get that Game of Thrones level intrigue. There's a lot more intrigue and like palace building and power for the throne in Black Panther. You don't really get in Batman. And Batman, it mostly focuses on him, the villains, which is great. But that's kind of about it. And I kind of want a little bit more, and I don't know if it's just DC protecting the character or they've tried other things and this is the best thing for Batman to be. But I like the fact that he's his own king of his country. He can do what he wants. He's still tied by international law, but he'll do whatever he can to protect his country. All right, number 13. He's better than Batman because he cares about his people. Because, I'm sorry, when was the last issue where Batman had to face, oh no, they might be like laying off people. I'm sad about this. Or I had to fire somebody. Or there was an accident. People died. Like, you don't really have that. And like, what kind of CEO is Bruce Wayne if he doesn't care about his people? I mean, I know this is going back to the same thing. Like, why do we not focus on the other things going on? I love Batman. He's one of my favorite superheroes. However, I would like to see a little bit more of the corporate intrigue and the corporate plots that go on with him. Number 14, they used a sample of Gil Scott-Heron's The Revolution Will Not Be Televised, and that was great in the trailer. It was great. It reinforced the ideology that I know that they want to use. And if you haven't seen that trailer, it's really good. I want to see it again now. But I like it when he's fighting, I think in like Japan, he's fighting against Warmonger, and they're playing a sample of Gil Scott-Heron's The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. Because to me, The Revolution Will Not Be Televised meaning that it's going to happen right in your front door. Gil Scott-Heron, if you haven't known, I know a little bit about him. He was a black poet in the 1960s. I think he was responsible for Whitey on the Moon and for The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. But he's one of the early pioneers of rap and hip-hop, just because he spoke a lot of truth in what he was talking about. I believe he died around 2010, 2011, which sad day. Number 14. If this movie works out, we will probably get a meet and greet at Walt Disney Parks. I don't like, if you haven't noticed from the way I'm talking, I go to Disney a lot. But I really and truly hope we get a meet and greet with Black Panther. I like the rides. I'm not too big on the shows. I love the food at Disney. I'm not too big on the characters, but I will wait in a 4-hour line just to meet T'Challa. I will gladly do so. Now, where character-wise they could put him, that's a whole nother interpretation. That's another person's department. That is not mine, but I hope we get a meet and greet out of this. And lastly, actually, no, we have two more. Let me go with another one first before we go into the last bit. I don't remember I can see their name in my head. The Dora. Basically, the Black Panther has a legion of female warriors who are basically his secret service who help protect him. In some versions of the comics, they're also being trained to be brides for the Black Panther, which apparently they cut out in the movie, which thank Jeebus they did. But there are a lot of badass women, and we don't see a lot of that in comics. I mean, you got a badass African monarch and badass females in a movie, and you're going to have a damn good movie. Take that, haters. All right, and the last thing, he's a well-written, well-developed character who deserves to be on the big screen. Black Panther should have been in Phase 1 of the MCU. Why is he in Phase 3? Wow. Anyway, that's probably all the time we have for right now. Let me know in the comments what you think and what I can change. I'm going to try to do some things differently. I need to get my phone updated because I feel like this quality will be a lot better on my phone. But I want to know what you guys think. I like this episode playing out a lot better now that I have a plan and what I'm doing. I'll try to plot that out a little bit better when we do the next episode. But so far, bye for now. And I'm still trying to come up with a cool catchphrase, which it'll probably come to be at some point by accident. Most good things do. Anyway, let me know in your comments. Like I said, next week I'll try to get an actual review of Black Panther. Bye for now.